Hey, boo boo, let's go get some picnic baskets. Hey, boo boo. Hey, I'm Bradley Charbonneau, and this is Thursday Thunder and the Repossible podcast. It's Thursday. What if this year didn't start out with the fog, cloudy skies, cold, gray, damp, dark, wet? How you doing so far? How's the year going so far? Welcome to 2022. Let's just move on to 2023. No, how can we turn this year into something? How can we turn it around before it's even started? What do you got? What do you got on your agenda for this year? What kind of goals and dreams and even little goals and little dreams? What do you got going on? Anything? Any like bucket list stuff? Stuff that maybe you meant to do in 2021 or dare I say 2020? Yeah. So what I'm gonna do this year, and this is on the advice of several of my sort of coaches and mastermind groups, it's to go back to what you're good at. What is a core characteristic or trait or experience or quality that you have that you're good at? What can you do? What do you know you can do well, and maybe even you've done well, and that maybe you've had some success with? For me, last year, it was Worst Book Ever, the program where we just skirted around the idea of writing your best book ever, or even creating your best piece of work, writing or not. And we just immediately jumped into making it fun or silly or opposite. Opposite was really fun. For example, we had a nutritionist, and she was going to work on the book called something like Your Best Breakfast, not ever, Your Best Breakfast to Start Your Day and Maintain High Levels of Energy and blah, blah, blah. And, it sounded good, but she wasn't doing it. Whereas we talked briefly about what about the worst breakfast to like, to, to dampen your spirits, kill your energy, and give you a roller coaster of emotion throughout the day. I mean, I'd read that. But it was a joke, right? It was fun. It was poking fun at what she really wanted to do. So because it was her first book and potentially her worst book, it was going to be easier because we just skipped around the idea of the pressure, of the expectations, of, quality and quantity, all just chucked out the window, chucked into the little pond, and we're going to go do this fun thing. How about that? 2022. How about a fun thing? You ready for that? Ready for some fun? I'm personally ready for a little fun. And I bet you are too. So it's January. I don't know what day it is. It's Thursday. And I'm going to call it mid-February. We're going to do the accountability. We're going to do it together. It's a group program, live. We'll have real Zoom calls, real people, like live, not all just pre-recorded stuff. We'll have a community. We'll have a group of people. We're all doing the same thing. We're all working on our first book or our worst book. And when I say book, by the way, I should say ebook because it's going to be really short because we're going to get it done in 10 days. Did you catch that part? 10 days, start to finish. You're going to start a book and get a book done. Don't have any ideas? I've got some tips and tricks for that. Don't know about publishing and cover design and how to put a sentence together? I got that. But remember, this is your first book or your worst book. So when you learned how to ride a bicycle and you were, whatever, 3 years old, or when you're in the Netherlands, you're like 6 months old, but you jump on the bike and you immediately just take off and go and everything went smoothly, like, thanks, mom and dad. No, you get on and you crash and burn, hopefully on a softer landing pad than cement or something. That's what we're kind of do. Because guess what? Is that kid going to say, I'm no good at this. I can't figure out how to ride a bike. I give up. No. Well, the kid might say that. But mom and dad are going to say, Billy, back on the bike. Let's go. Give it another go. And guess what? Next time's better. Next time's better. Next time's better. And by the third time or the 12th time, guess what? Yonche can ride a bike. Or maybe they got the little pedal bike thing. Great. So we're going to do that. Did Yonche expect to get on his, Harley Davidson when he's 6 months old or 6 years old? No, of course not. Because that's the first time. And the first time's probably going to be a disaster. So that's what we're doing. We're expecting a disaster. Now, if you're thinking, and we've run this program 2 times before, and if you're thinking, well, Bradley, I don't want to waste my time writing a book that I'm going to just toss in the garbage. I get it. So if you'd like, we can take a twist on worst book, and we can do one of the favorites was opposite book, like The Nutritionist, not the best breakfast, but the worst breakfast. I'm Kayvon. Are you watching this? We've got a guy. He's working on a book called Simplify, and yet I hope, hint hint, I hope he comes in and writes his book called Complicate. I love it. I totally read a book called Complicate. We were thinking of taglines, by the way, which is a super fun element of the program. Thinking of the tagline, right? How to enhance your stress, kill your productivity, and lose all confidence. I would totally read that. I'd pay 99 cents for that because you know why? Because guess how easy that book is going to be for him to write. He's got to write his real book later. That's fine. But this book is it's gonna open the pathway, the doorway. It's gonna like bust open the dam to make that real book later easier. Or, you know, I know I keep talking about books and ebooks really short, right? But it could be anything. It could be your first video ever. Like here, we are now January, whatever it is, and this is season 3 of Thursday Thunder. I started this 2 years ago where I did the same thing and I said, I'm just here to practice. Have I gotten better? I hope so. Have I had fun? Yeah. Is every week awesome? No. But do I do it every week? Yes. Are my muscles getting stronger for recording and video, planning my sessions, organizing? Yeah. Am I less nervous? Yeah. Am I more confident? Yeah. Do I even look forward to it every week? Yeah. Usually. It's fun. It's become easier. I've become more confident, more experienced, and I just do it. That's what we're going to do. Go sign up. It's a WBE, worst book ever, or first book, whatever you like, wbe.repossible.com. You can use a coupon code called Thunder, THUNDER, for 25% off. Okay? All right. It's in February. I don't know exactly the dates yet. And if you're watching this and it's not January 2022, we're going to be doing this continually, every quarter or a couple times a year. So go check out wbe.repossible.com, sign up, or even get in there and contact me somehow, or I'll have the dates for the next time. Okay. So are you ready to turn the fog into a little crack in the sky there? Get a little blue, get a little sun, get a little fun. I'm looking for some fun. You guys looking for some fun? Let's do some fun. Do some fun stuff. All right. I'm Bradley Shovner. This is Thursday Thunder and the Repossible Podcast. I'll see you next week because you know what? I'm going to be here next Thursday. Hope to see you then. Bye.